War was good, YouTube. Back with another one. Appreciate all the support. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Help me run it up to 500 subscribers. I think right now I'm at like 432. Help me run it up to on the road to 500. Shit, what I'm gonna talk about today. I tell anybody that's like driving trucks and got their CDL, whether you go over the road or if you come home and do local. Definitely, especially if you do local touch freight, do not go to the beer companies, bro. I don't know about in other places, but I know in Monroe, Louisiana, there's a lot of BS and it really ain't worth it. Shit. You overworked, underpaid. They literally are paying us a day rate. Like a driver really probably at best gonna see, I think it's between like maybe $160 to $200 a day. So basically no overtime. So whether you get off, you go to work at 4 or 5 in the morning. So whether you get off at 11 o'clock in the morning, afternoon, 5 in the evening, you get paid the same thing, no overtime. So basically after 8 hours, you work for free. So you're doing all this slaving, going hard, basically just to see at best maybe like 700 a week, and that's 750 a week, and that's for like the drivers that have basically been there a little while and got the raises, but basically starting off, probably only gonna see at best maybe 600 a week, 600 to 700 a week. So I mean, and it really ain't worth it. And I mean, like, I'm just thinking like, they paying us these little peanuts and little pocket change, but say for example, like, okay, so the route I got, I'm gonna say on a weekly basis per week, I'm down there coming back with like $20,000 a day. On the low end, maybe 18,000. So I'm just saying a week's time, or just on my route alone, I done went made these people $100,000 a week. So basically, say if it's 10 to 12 like 10 to 12 total routes. So that would mean if every route brings in around that range, at best, at the least, these people making at least probably 800,000. That's on the low end, probably 750 to 800,000 a week. And basically probably only paying us at best maybe, I mean, shit like 700 a week or whatever. So really in a year time, your salary probably gonna be, I'm just saying a year time, we're probably making between 30 and 40,000 a year. But these people making 800,000 a week. So it's like, to me, the math just ain't mathing, because like in a year time, do the math, like these like multi-million-dollar companies, and basically they giving out peanuts, paying $600-700 a week. So really, don't get me wrong, when you first get your CDL, you ain't just gonna go land no fire job like that. You ain't finna go out here and get no job making 60 and 70,000 a year and all that. So I mean, you can't expect to make a lot, So like I say, dealing with the beer companies, whatever, it's a lot of BS, and trying to make that move and set myself up to where, I ain't gotta work as hard like that, make my money work for me. But really, like, don't get me wrong, because I learned a lot. I got good because I went straight to the beer company straight out of school. So I was able to get my experience. I learned a lot. I learned, a lot as far as how to maneuver the truck, how to bag, how to drive, how to make the correct turns, how to park a truck properly, depending on how much space you got. And it's a lot of exercise. I done got in pretty decent shape, doing the work, but it's backbreaking labor, and like basically only the strong gonna survive. And see, right now it's basically we're going into the summertime, so we're gonna be out there mud in 90 to 100-degree weather, and they ain't supplying you with no water, no coolers. You gotta supply all your own stuff to basically, stay hydrated and keep yourself going out there. And the main thing to get me is like no overtime, cause like I'm used to really always being on jobs where I'm getting paid hourly, getting overtime and stuff like that. So sometimes it have you feeling like you getting pimped, because like you going home wore out, drained, exhausted, and all that, just to basically make like $600, $700 a week. And the thing about that is like, shit, I get off, leave there, might give me an hour or two to chill, and I'm going on to a whole other job. So basically, I get up at 4 in the morning, get ready to go to work at 5. Might get off on my trucking job, the beer company, anywhere between 1 and 2, some maybe 3. I didn't even have days where we had a big load. It was 4 and 5. So basically, I'm leaving there, going to a whole other job. So basically, I can't really kick back and really rest all the way till at least about 9 o'clock at night. And I'm jumping right back up at 4. And so I look at it like, man, it's cool and all that. Like I learned, like I said, I learned a lot. Got good as far as maneuvering the truck and got my experience up. Cause this month, June 23rd, I make 2 years I had my CDL. So I mean, I got the experience I need. I'm just kind of riding it out right now, putting all the pieces together. But there's one thing about that shit. Once I get done dealing with delivering the beer, that's it. On anything dealing with a beer company, like I would tell anybody, like, nah, don't do it to yourself, bro. Like, it ain't really worth it. That's why them type of jobs like that have such a high turnover rate, because like drivers ain't making no money, the helpers ain't making no money. Now they pretty much, and it's so easy because like they the type of jobs that really are hire you fresh out of trucking school with no experience, because they knowing you need the experience, and the pay is like entry level trucking pay, so they're not gonna pay you a lot of money anyway, so they don't mind giving you a chance to come in and get your experience up, because they ain't really finna pay you nothing know it. Now the other type of touch first, like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, you know, like delivering the ice cream, delivering other stuff, that's kind of cool because they getting paid, pretty decent. But the beer company's like at the bottom of the totem pole, like at the bottom of the food chain. So I would suggest to anybody, bro, do not drive for a beer company. Now, if it's the only option you got, like at the time for me, it was like one of my only options that, as far as like a local job, that'll mess with me. So I jumped on it, and it's decent enough for me because I'm single, don't got no kids. So all I really got to do is worry about, like paying bills and keeping my car running, stuff like that. So, and then I work a second job too and hustle on the side, like a little side hustle. So, the money cool for me right now, but see, I want bigger and better things. So I can't settle for less right now, because I just turned 30 years old a few months ago. So I can't do no settling right now, because I don't even feel like I hit my prime yet. So I got to maximize all my potential. I know doing that type of work I ain't gonna get it. Like, this is only the beginning for me, and that's something that I'm just riding it out right now, putting all the pieces together. But I mean, that's pretty much it. Because now I got basically almost 2 years experience in dealing with delivering beer, so I know what come with it, and I know the ins and outs of it. And it ain't too much nobody could tell me about that type of work. And in my opinion, it's straight BS. So I'm finna go on, hit that road, make that move on that, and get on up out of there. But I tell anybody, like, bro, like, don't drive for a beer company, man. I mean, I can't speak in all regions, but I know for a fact in Louisiana, don't drive for the beer company, bro, because you're going to get screwed over. You ain't making no money. They don't care about you, bro. Like, all they care about is their money. They don't care if you're out there on the side of the road, broke down. You might be 30 minutes up the road. It might take them 3 hours to come get you. You ain't getting paid by the hour. You don't get no overtime. So regardless of how long you've been out there, whether you could be out there for 13 hours. Basically, after 8 hours, you're working for free. And the salesmen just basically, they get paid a commission, so they don't really care. They're just setting a bulk load of stuff in the store, and you running out of space, ain't even got nowhere to put it. And basically, it goes out of date. You got to pick it back up once it's going out of date or getting close to going out of date. And basically, if you miss it, it come out your check. It don't come out the salesman check, but it come out yours. So, like I say, I'm just riding it out on that, but figuring make that move on that, man, because, like, I mean, I got my experience, and like I say, trucking wasn't just like no career for me, but it's something to do, make a little change. But yeah, man, I'm gonna end this on that note. But like, yeah, man, do not work for a beer company, man. It's BS. But like I say, appreciate YouTube, all the love, all the support. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. Keep helping me run it up. Like, comment, subscribe, share, help me run it up. I'm out of YouTube. Look.